Welcome into the channel, everybody. Today I'm going to give you guys a behind the scenes look of what home DIY and remodeling often looks like. The part that social media almost never covers. Every time you watch a video, you see how quick it is, how rewarding it is, and that's all true. Every time you watch a video, you see how amazing it is and how these people are so fulfilled and families that never fight and all that stuff. And look, the rewarding part is very true. It can be awesome relationship building moments here. But so many people skip over the reality of what's going on. And that is the work. You know, and you're sitting at home, cozy, comfy on a couch, or maybe you're in bed. You don't see the work, you don't feel it. So I'm gonna invite you into our house today for a behind the scenes look at what it's really like to live in the middle of a renovation or remodeling. Come with me. So normally when you walk in through the front door, it's a nice hallway. We bought this house to flip, so it's not flip, but it's normally not like this, okay? You walk in, look what we see. There's plastic here, plastic there. You turn to the right, you turn this hallway light on, plastic, plastic, and then this is the last bathroom we have that's under construction right now. So let me just explain something real quick. Behind these curtains is where we live. Our room is right there. This is like a guest room. Sometimes we sleep in there if the other person is needing a good night of sleep or whatever. I might go to bed way later than Emily. That's where we're living, right? On this side of the house, down here. Total opposite end. We've got to crawl through this, come over here, and then behind this curtain, we come into the kitchen. And right now, because like we're out of space, I'm doing the bathroom, I've got parts all over this stuff. It's very hard to cook, it's very hard to maintain a clean environment. Now look at this also, our living room is just loaded with all the stuff that has been removed and upheaved from the other rooms, okay? But at the same time, because we have to have a dumpster out here to dump all of our trash into from our project right there, I decided to do two projects at once to save money on a second dumpster. I wouldn't need a second dumpster. So we have more plastic, right? And this is like our back breezeway in here. And this is kind of, the garage is out through here. To get outside is out through here. My cars are in the back. I've been having to walk all the way around the front. Now listen, I realize I'm not complaining, okay? I chose this life. I chose to do these projects. I chose this house. I have no issues. I live in America. And even if I didn't choose to do these things, and this is the house I lived in, I feel like I have no right to complain because I'm just so blessed. I don't even know what misfortune really is. I get all of this, okay? But I just want to show an inside look, a real look at the things that can happen when people are just watching DIY and you just get these ridiculous expectations because they're designed to give you this dopamine overload. And the reality is it's not like that. My wife struggles with this tremendously. She's a very good sport about it all. She has no issues with it at all. She wants to do it, but a wife loves a home. Men like houses, men like garages. I don't enjoy this, but it doesn't bother me as much. But it can cause some tension because it's just difficult, you know what I mean? And you've got to kind of work through this, and this is real life. You can't just quit a project halfway through and be like, oh, I'm tired of this, I'm not doing it anymore. No, you have to maintain discipline. And you've got to just keep going because there's nobody coming in here to rescue you. And it's not a video game. It's not a video you can just pause. This is life. So I'm going to run you through a couple of different things. This is just the first reality is your home, it just gets turned upside down. And it can be a little bit difficult. You've got to, really work through and see it through to the end because that's where the reward comes in. All right. Now, if you're doing a DIY thing and it's not on your actual house, say it's like on a house you're building or you bought to move into, that's not really quite the same thing because you're not living in the mess. Let's move forward to the next thing, shall we? So this is the next thing, the crawl space. Who doesn't love a good crawl space trip? I have had to make multiples down here to service that drain. I'm not that deep in this time. The entrance is right there, which is nice, but I'm still hunched over. There are multiple times I've got to go all the way to the other end of the house, which you can't even see from here. It's just not very fun. There's a lot of this stuff. Sitting at home doesn't quite give you the whole picture. And so many of these people that are doing like attics and crawl spaces and stuff, my attic is terrible. My crawl space is very dry, it's very nice in that aspect, but it is old and dingy. You know, there's stuff laying down here. It's just one of the other things, you know. Let's talk about the weather, shall we? You guys want to know the biggest thing about Ohio here? Yesterday, 75 and sunny. Today, it's like 32 degrees. It was snowing a couple of minutes ago. Like most northern climates, the weather can change on a dime. Every 5-10 minutes, if not every single day. We're just coming out of March right now. Typically, this is like where spring starts. Yesterday was snow. Today's 45 and sunny. Tomorrow's 65 and cloudy. And it goes back down to the 30s. It's all over the place. I had this dumpster delivered with the hope that I'd be using it every single day. I use my John Deere right here. I have a trailer out front. It's like my dumpster. So like I'll rip a room apart, park the trailer outside, throw the stuff on the trailer, use the John Deere to transport it to the dumpster, whip it into the dumpster and repeat. I can't get my John Deere out right now because it's so muddy. The amount of precipitation, whether snow or water, rain, my yard is just holding, it's just a big muddy mess. I technically could, I mean, it's a 4-wheel drive tractor. I don't want to do that. The summer is right around the corner. I can't be tearing it all up. I got a dumpster for a week thinking I could take on 2 projects, be able to knock all this out, throw it all in the dumpster and really minimize my expenses and be hyper proficient or productive or efficient or whatever the word is. But here's the problem. When everything starts tackling you and like things just the way life does, the weather hasn't been acting right, the parts I ordered that were supposed to be guaranteed to be here on time are not here, the parts I need second are here. So I order all these parts, I order this dumpster, ready to take on these 2 projects and try to be hyper productive about it all. But what happens? Life gets in the way. The weather has not been acting right. Our yard is a total mud pit. I can't get the tractor out to get the trailer out without totally tearing our yard up. So I can't really do a whole lot more of demolition unless I'm gonna wheel everything I rip out to the dumpster by hand, which I guess I could do, but it's gonna add 2 or 3 times the amount of time and also physical fatigue to the whole thing. I ordered parts. This is our tub and shower. The parts that I was supposed to be here before this even arrived, they're not here yet, so I can't even install this. It's been sitting outside for the last day. I have nowhere to put it inside the house right now. So I have it anchored to my dolly to make sure it doesn't fall over. The parts I need are not here. I can't put the shower in here yet because I don't have the controls mounted, and the controls have to mount from the face. So if I put the tub in first, it's gonna block this. I won't be able to install my controls or the valves. So my shower's forced to be sitting outside. So I start to get swept into a bit of a tizzy. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I'm falling behind. So I run out to Home Depot to get some stuff to help me progress. And what happens? Because I've allowed myself to get swept into a tizzy, I forgot half of the stuff that I needed from Home Depot. And I didn't make 1, I didn't make 2, but I made 3 trips to the Home Depot yesterday. That probably wasted me almost 2 hours. It's not just the 2 hours though. That really cuts into your motivation and your energy and your momentum. And so before you know it, that day, it's pretty much just gone. It's shot, you write it off, it's a loss, you know? You might not believe me because today is a pretty sunny day, but I'm telling you, the weather changes. So what am I telling you all this for? Am I saying that DIY is not worth it? Of course not. It's amazing. I love it. I think personally, the way the world works today, you either go out and get a job and you pay somebody to do something you could do for yourself, or you decide to build instead of buy. Or by build, I don't mean like go build a new house. I mean, we bought this house. It's a very nice skeleton of a house. We're turning it into what we want. And I think that that is fantastic. The thing that I really wanted to introduce with this video isn't that it's not worth it. Isn't that every single time you go to lift up a hammer, you know, the side of the house is gonna fall in or the weather's gonna change and you won't be able to do anything. No. It has to do with, this is what the reality is of DIY. You can plan, you can try to go for it, you can do your best, but life will still do its thing. And it's not about how hard or how well you can plan. It's about how well you can roll with the punches and adapt. When I was growing up, I'm a drummer. I'm a musician. I kind of play everything now, but I grew up as just solely a drummer. And I remember I played in church with my dad. He was always a worship leader. and I would mess up in the middle of a song. We were doing something really hard and I was learning at the time, and I would mess it up, and I would just like, I'd get so frustrated, and I'd throw my drumsticks and I'd want to stop the practice. Guys, I messed up, we need to restart. And I only did it about 4 times before my dad was like, Ben, we all have ears, we know you messed up. And he taught me, recover. Nobody cares that you messed up. They care what you do after you mess up. And I'm telling you, that might sound like the most simple advice in the world, but I believe that is the key to success. You can't plan for everything. You can only plan for what you can plan for. So you do your best, you forget the rest. I heard that in school back in the day. But more than that, when things go wrong, recover. Just adapt, figure it out, pivot, switch it up. You gotta stay nimble, you gotta stay moving around a little bit, you know? I just wanted to show you guys a bit of what it looks like in the DIY day of. This is what our house looks like currently. It's probably gonna be this way for another week and a half, maybe. I'm gonna try to minimize how long that'll be, but it's just part of the process. But you know what's really cool is after we're done, we will have built something for ourselves. We'll learned a new skill, or, you know, improved a new skill. And more than that, I don't have to go to work for 80 hours a week to pay somebody to do something I could have done. Hope you guys got something out of this. I know it was a weird one, but I just feel like there's so much clickbait, and I don't even know if clickbait's the right word. I feel like they are intentionally misleading you out there in the world. I doubt this will get good viewer retention, but if it does, more power to you. Anybody that's out there still watching, God bless you. God bless anybody who's not either also. Just wanted to say, this is what it really looks like. It's hard work, sweat, it's tears. Now, I'm gonna go throw a hazmat suit on, and I'm gonna go scrape all this asbestos-laden drywall off of the roof so we can then come back and replace it with non-asbestos drywall. See you guys on the next one, next Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.